Welcome to EPG Pathshala. Hello students, I am Dr. Aruna Palta. Today we will be discussing a very modern and fast cooking method which I think everyone should know about. Yes, you are correct. Today's topic is on microwave cooking. I hope all of you will agree with me that microwave has made cooking easier as well as it saves a lot of time and labor. But how many of you know about the principles involved in microwave cooking that we almost use every day in our kitchens? What are the merits and demerits of microwave cooking? Shall we go on a knowledge tour through this module to know all about this? The objectives of this module is to know about the history of microwave cooking. Second, to understand the principles involved in microwave cooking. Then, to learn about the various foods that can be suitably cooked using this method of cooking. To learn about the different temperatures involved in this cooking. And to know about the utensils suitable for microwave cooking. To understand the merits and demerits of microwave cooking. And lastly, to have a broad outlook of the myths associated with microwave cooking. Little into the background. In 1940s, when Percy Spencer was experimenting with radars, he discovered that a candy bar in his pocket melted from the microwaves generated from radars. After 7 years of this experiment, the first radar range was installed in a Boston restaurant in 1947. It costed nearly $5,000 and was very heavy as it weighed about 700 pounds. After a number of modifications, the name was changed to microwave oven, and in 1967, the first microwave for domestic use was introduced. Looking into the requirements of the working women, time-saving devices in the kitchen was the need of the hour. Microwave cooking started gaining considerable importance as an energy-saving, convenient, and time-saving cooking method. Today, microwave oven has occupied a prominent place in the modern kitchen due to its convenience, time-saving, and unavoidable utility. It is a multi-purpose kitchen appliance in which cooking, roasting, grilling, baking, toasting can be done at a fast speed and that too efficiently. The original microwave oven patent. How microwave oven works. Cooking of foods in microwave ovens is done by using waves of energy that are shorter than radio waves. These waves primarily affect water and some other molecules that are asymmetrical electrically. Due to the action of microwaves, these molecules vibrate and generate thermal energy. Microwaves, in fact, are a type of electromagnetic radiation. These waves vibrate rapidly around 2500 megahertz or 2.5 gigahertz per minute. Magnetron, an electron tube inside the oven, is the source of microwaves. These waves are reflected by the metal interior of the oven and are absorbed by food. Microwaves are a type of non-ionizing radiation and are not supposed to be harmful. Microwaves, along with other non-ionizing radiations, can cause atoms in a molecule to vibrate, but not enough to remove particles. These microwaves on vibration are absorbed by water found in the food particle, and the water starts vibrating. Magnetron, an electron tube inside the oven, is the source of microwaves. These waves are reflected by the metal interior of the oven and are absorbed by food. Microwaves are a type of non-ionizing radiation and are not supposed to be harmful. Microwaves, along with other non-ionizing radiations, can cause atoms in a molecule to vibrate, but not enough to remove particles. These microwaves on vibration are absorbed by water found in the food particle, and the water starts vibrating. Water is dipolar, that is, it has one positive and one negative end. On vibration, the friction between the molecules create heat and the food is cooked. All foods contain water in variable quantities, which work for microwave cooking. Microwaves can very well pass through most plastics, paper, glass, and ceramics, but all the metals, however, reflect microwaves. This only is the reason why metal pots and aluminium foil are not used in microwave ovens. However, the microwave oven door has a metal screen so that the waves are reflected and remain inside the oven cavity. In conventional cooking, heat is transmitted to the exterior of the food by either convection radiation or conduction. This heat then travels inside the food. In microwave cooking, heating starts from inside of the food. Magnetron tube is the source of radiation in a microwave oven, which converts an electric current to electromagnetic radiation. Microwaves have three special features that make them suitable to be used in cooking. Microwaves are reflected by metal. Microwaves can pass through plastic, glass, paper, ceramic, and similar materials. Microwaves are absorbed by foods. Now we see the basic structural component of a microwave oven. A microwave basically is made up of the following four components: A high voltage transformer, an electron tube which is known as magnetron, next a waveguide fan, and an oven chamber. The transformer passes electric energy to the magnetron, and the magnetron converts this electric energy into microwave radiation. The microwaves are reflected in the oven chamber and are absorbed by the food. Energy use microwaves heat the food from inside to outside rather than outside to inside. In other conventional cooking methods, it has been observed that microwave ovens have surpassed electric or gas convection ovens as far as cooking efficiency is concerned. Microwaves are economical as they use less electrical power than conventional electric ovens. Microwave cooking and nutrition. Microwave cooking has now occupied a very important place in our kitchen for a number of reasons. It helps us to reheat our food as well as to cook almost anything from a cup of tea coffee to full dinners. On exposure to heat, some nutrients break down, whether it is a microwave or a regular oven. The example of vitamin C is perhaps the most clear one. As microwave takes shorter time to cook, preservation of vitamin C and other nutrients is far better than other cooking methods. It has been observed that on cooking vegetables lose some of their nutrients as they leach out into the cooking water. For example, boiled broccoli loses the sulfur containing compound glucosinolate, a functional component that may give the vegetable its cancer fighting properties. That cooking method is considered the best, which cooks quickly and heats food in the shortest possible time with little added water. Microwave cooking meets all these criteria. Some studies have been done to see the effect of microwave cooking on nutrients. The results indicated that microwave cooking leads to higher loss of moisture, but protein, carbohydrates, fats, and minerals are least affected. Since no surface browning occurs, availability of some amino acids might improve. It might also lead to destruction of trypsin inhibitors in beans. Thus, no noticeable differences exist between foods prepared by conventional and microwave methods. Nutrients are retained and preserved in a better way when cooking is carried in microwaves. Microwave cooking and health. Now, let us talk about it. The exposure to electromagnetic radiation from microwave cooking is less than cell phones. We take on energy as heat when our body absorbs microwave radiation, and some of our body tissues are sensitive to this. Strong electromagnetic radiation is likely to affect the nervous system, raise cancer risk, and promote problems like Alzheimer's disease. On microwaving, due to production of heterocyclic amines in food, there is an increased risk of oral cancers and salivary gland tumors. Microwaves alone are not only the source of exposure to electromagnetic frequencies. Human beings absorb electromagnetic radiation from computers, cell phones, power lines, fridges, airplane flights, and so forth. The effects of microwave radiation add upon over time. The radiation from microwave ovens alone is not that high that it can damage DNA. People can experience painful burns on exposure to high levels of microwaves. The microwave radiation can heat body cells and tissues in the same manner as it heats food. The testes are very sensitive to temperature changes. The temporary sterility can occur on accidental exposure to high levels of microwave energy. Even many plastics, when microwaved, release endocrine disrupting compounds and other toxins into the food. The lens of the eye is also very sensitive to intense heat and can develop cataract on exposure to high levels of microwaves. Now we come to the real dangers of microwave ovens. Microwave cooking, like any form of cooking, can be unsafe. With a couple of exceptions, the same hazards are seen with almost all types of cooking methods. Some specific and real hazards of microwave cooking are identified by the FDA, and suggestions for their solution have also been recommended. Now we will talk about heat. Microwave cooking heats food unevenly, resulting into some extremely hot areas in food while the other parts might not be heated adequately. Some points of consideration in this regard could be Microwave should be avoided to heat food for infants and young children. If it is necessary, then extra caution should be taken. Food should never be microwaved for more than the recommended time, and it should be stirred thoroughly. If infant formula or breast milk is warmed in a microwave, it should be tested for temperature before giving. Liquids, along with water, should never be overheated in the microwave, as in microwaves, liquid can be heated to boiling, but they do not look like boiling. When this water is poured in the cup, it can erupt into hot splashes, which can cause severe burns. Water should not be placed in a microwave for long periods to avoid superheating. As far as bacteria are concerned, as microwaves do not heat evenly, the larger portions of foods do not cook all the way through. Uneven food temperatures may permit the microorganisms, including Salmonella, Clostridia, Listeria, and Campylobacter, to survive. Certain points of considerations to avoid bacterial growth could be: number one, the food should be cooked thoroughly or reheated sufficiently with occasional turning or stirring of the food. Next, big pieces of meat should be cooked for a longer time on medium heat rather than for a shorter time at high temperature. And to ensure the safety of food and to reduce the risk of bacteria, the process of microwaving should be paused in between and the food should be stirred. To check the temperature of cooked eggs, meat, and poultry, appropriate thermometer should be used. The temperature of red meat should be 160 degrees Fahrenheit at least, and poultry 180 degrees Fahrenheit, egg casseroles 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and leftovers 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Fish should be cooked to a temperature where it can flake with a fork. Stuffed turkey or whole marinated cauliflower should not be cooked in a microwave, as the stuffing may not be heated enough to kill the harmful bacteria. Home canning should not be done using microwave, as the temperature is not high enough to kill bacteria. This is true for conventional ovens also. Now we'll talk about the metals. Metals reflect the microwaves, causing dangerous arcing and damage the oven also. Hence, metal pots, aluminium foil, or any other metal object should not be used in a microwave. The brown paper bags, they can also contain tiny amounts of metal and therefore should not be used in a microwave. Regarding plastics, microwave can pass through most of the plastics, but the heat from food can melt the plastic as well. In the process of microwaving, dioxins are leached into foods which are supposed to be carcinogenic. So, points regarding considerations are: only micro-safe plastic containers should be used in microwaves. Containers marked microwave safe are actually tested for 240 hours in microwaves. Thin plastic wraps and grocery bags, which on heating can melt, should be totally avoided. Empty oven should never be used because microwave needs water to work, which it gets from the food particles. Ovens are not designed to run empty, as there is no food to absorb the microwaves. So it is not advisable to run empty microwave ovens. Now, disadvantages of microwave cooking. The cooking period is very short in microwave, so the food does not brown unless the oven has a browning unit. If care is not taken for the choice of containers, then harmful chemicals migrate to food from cookware or food packages. So only microwave safe containers should be used. Microwaves at times can diminish taste and flavor of few dishes, and if not carefully cooked, can also burn them. For example, there is always a danger for the popcorn to be burnt by microwave. If the food is greater than 80 mm, the central portion is out of range of the microwave radiation and will only heat by the normal slow process of conduction. It will be relatively uncooked, while the exterior accessible to microwave is cooked in minutes or seconds. Exposure to microwave oven may cause physiological abnormalities, so the handler should be cautious in operating the oven. It is not possible to prepare chapati, tandoori roti, soft or hard-boiled eggs in a microwave. Even the procedure of deep frying cannot be carried out in a microwave. Therefore, Indian delicacies like puris, jalebis, pakora, bada, etc. cannot be prepared using a microwave. Some safety hints in using microwave oven: to reduce the hazards of microwave cooking and to perform cooking with microwave safely, certain points require special attention. The microwave oven door should not be subjected to any strain. Always cook food for the minimum cooking time. Small quantities of food with low moisture content can burn, spark, or catch fire if reheated for long. Do not operate an empty oven. Keep at least 5 cm space between the back of the oven and the wall immediately near it. Do not install the oven near gas burners or near radios or TVs. Do not deep fry in the oven as it may catch fire easily. In any case, if the food catches fire, then turn off the oven at once, remove the plug, but the door of the oven should not be opened. The oven should be cleaned properly from inside, as small specks of food particles can reduce its efficiency. Do not microwave shelled eggs as they may explode. Do not heat any food or liquid in bottles inside a microwave with lids closed. Keep the microwave apart from other equipments in the kitchen and out of high traffic areas. Pierce fruits and vegetables with very tight skin to prevent them from bursting. Make sure that food reaches the temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit in all areas. Cover food while microwaving to ensure uniform cooking. Allow the food to rest for a few minutes after microwaving and then it should be consumed. There are some myths related to microwave oven also. A large number of people in urban areas own microwaves, and microwaves are equally popularly seen in restaurants, coffee shops, airports, and in almost all the food joints as well. But people are in a state of confusion whether to use it or not. Some of the common microwave myths are: if foods cooked in microwaves are consumed over a period of time, short outs electrical impulses to the brain, thus depolarizing or demagnetizing brain tissues. On microwaving food or water, new chemicals are created which are known as radiolytic compounds, which are said to be radioactive, unnatural, dangerous, leading to cancers. By eating microwaved foods, very often the male and female hormone production is affected. But no valid research has ever documented that microwave cooking of food or water may cause any of the above ill effects. Microwave ovens exist in our homes and almost in all food service institutions for years altogether. If any of these had been true, none of us would have been alive, thinking, and reproducing. Useful tips now for cooking some dishes in microwave, like cooking of potatoes. We have to put potatoes in a microwave safe dish, cover it with half water, and then it can be cooked in high mode for about 9 minutes, and then it is allowed to rest for some time. It is drained and then it can be peeled. Second recipe can be of popcorns. Put a handful of corn in a micro-safe dish and then cook on high mode for 5 minutes till the seeds pop. Transfer it to appropriate paper packets after adding spices. Next can be cooking of curries in a microwave safe dish. Place 1 tablespoon of oil with 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Cook on high mode for 4 minutes. Add chopped tomatoes and the desired spices for curry to the mixture and cook on high mode for another 4 minutes, adding water as per the requirement. Now we can do roasting of nuts also. Spreading the nuts to be roasted on a ceramic plate, then salt is added, other spices are added to the nuts, and then it can be cooked at high mode for 3 to 4 minutes. Nuts can be served after a resting time of 5 minutes. Cooking of custard can also be done. 1 cup of milk can be mixed with 2 tablespoons each of sugar and custard powder. Then it can be mixed thoroughly, then cooked on high mode for 2 minutes till it thicks. And then it can be cooled in a refrigerator before serving. Pizza can also be prepared. For topping, put 1 tablespoon of oil with 1 cup each of tomato puree and tomato paste. Then salt can be added, pepper can be added as per taste, and then it can be cooked in a micro-safe dish on high for about 6 minutes. Then cooking of vegetables can be done in a micro-safe dish. It can be done by adding 250 grams of washed and cut vegetables with about 2 cups of water and salt. It is then cooked on high mode for 16 minutes. To make breadcrumbs, we can toast the bread in the microwave oven on high mode for 2 to 3 minutes, and then it can be crushed to crumbs. Even reheating of chapatis can be well done in microwave by just wrapping the leftover chapatis, and then this wrapping can be done using a napkin or a paper towel, and then it can be heated for 2 to 3 minutes in a microwave. For crispness of the nuts or biscuits or chips, they can be laid on a plate, heated on high mode for 1 minute, and then they can be allowed to stand for 5 minutes and then can very well be served. To prepare even finger bowl, microwave can be used. For that, 3 tablespoons of water, can be a piece of lemon, can be added in a bowl and it can be microwaved for 1 minute. Finger bowl can be ready by this type of microwave cooking. And further, for preparing chicken stock, microwave can be used. We can take 2 pieces of chicken and add 2 cups of water, 1 chopped onions and potato, then a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, and then it can be cooked on high for 14 minutes and then it can be drained. For preparing vegetable stock, vegetables can be chopped along with onion, potato, water, salt, and it can again be cooked on high for 12 minutes. Ultimately, we can summarize about microwave cooking that microwaves are a type of electromagnetic radiation, which means they are waves of electrical and magnetic energy moving together. Microwaves are often confused with X-rays, which are more powerful. As per the researches done so far, microwaves usually don't destroy nutrients present in food. Though there are potential harmful effects due to so many electromagnetic frequencies, and going without a microwave is a way to limit exposure. Norbert Hankins of EPA, that is Environmental Protection Agency, states that due to inconclusive research, we don't have a concrete base on the health risks from exposure to microwaves. The real question still remains whether the effect could be cumulative. However, for a microwave, this statement seems to be far true, a marvel of engineering, a miracle of convenience, and sometimes nutritionally advantageous to promote nutrient retention. Thank you.